Hello, hello, hello. Today I am back and I'm doing part 2 of making Grimmauld Place out of the gingerbread houses. I've decided that I'm going to kind of scrap a little bit of what I did yesterday. I looked at the pictures and I realized kind of where I messed up on how I'm trying to make this look more realistic and not necessarily like gingerbread houses. So that is what my plan is today. I also realized I messed up and I didn't do the sides of the houses or the stairs. So today is definitely going to be redoing all of those. And then if I have time, I'm definitely going to be doing Creature in the window. So I'm excited and I'm just going to get started. I hope you enjoy hanging out with me on this chill stream. First, I'm going to scrape off what I did yesterday. I also am a little bit more prepared. I brought in some things to help myself. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those. As you can see, I have not moved anything since yesterday, besides bringing in some more things and cleaning some things that I needed to clean. All right. So if I can, I want to scrape all this off. Maybe I should have just done this yesterday. We will find out together. All right, this is actually coming off. Let me know down in the comments how you're doing today. How's your second day of December? Hopefully better than the rest of the year. Hopefully we're starting to get on a curve where things are getting easier. But we will see. Only time will tell. I'm really, really intrigued by what's going on in the game right now. With Morse Mordre being in that thing that they dropped, the letter that they dropped today, that's very intriguing. So I can't wait to see what they have planned. I'll definitely be vacuuming my office thoroughly after this. Oh man. I'm also going to make sure that this is the back so that I don't have to deal with this mess up. I've thought things through a little bit with redoing this. If you're watching this on replay, I hope craft streams are your thing. And if you're here live, welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope today has been going well for you. Right now I'm scrapping what I did yesterday because I want it to look more realistic, and I realized where I messed up. I'm not scrapping it all though, just the windows and the door. want to know what is going to happen in the game soon, though. They're obviously planning something. I'm sorry, I'm not the best at streaming. I'm trying to get better, but it's definitely not my forte. All right. Here we are, a somewhat clean base. Definitely more flat and easier to work with and cover up. Alright, now I'm going to dump all this dust into the trash can so that I'm not risking it flying everywhere. And we're going to break out just the plain old white. First I'm going to do the bottom the same that I did yesterday, and then I think I'm going to open up this white because it's more of a pure white versus this is more of like an off-white cream color. Actually, I kind of want to listen to Christmas music. Alright. Yesterday when I was testing this out, it was all different volumes. So we'll see how often I have to mess with it. I love the Nutcracker. I was in the Nutcracker as a child, but my mom didn't force me to do ballet for too long, and I did not enjoy it too much. I think I did it for 4 or 5 years. I've got videos that I'm eventually going to show on my channel. If anybody has any interest in seeing childhood Gita, we'll see. I definitely am going to record a video later and edit it and get it up tomorrow about all of these new notes. What's going on with them? All right. Now, let's see how easy it is to save this. Sometimes if you catch me on a crazy day, I'll be conducting music. If I'm feeling really confident, I'll just like go ham. This is not it, sis. Hello? It's not sticking at all. This is just a whole stream full of learning, huh? Life, huh? Alright, let's see if this one works. Okay, yeah, the one that I was just using on the bottom works. So it must just be like that other icing that they provided probably does not want to stick to hard icing. It's all a learning process. And this is 100% going to be the back of the house. A lot of things have been on my mind today. It's been one of those kinds of days, you know what I mean? Just like lots of thoughts. Lots of wonderings about the world. Life is so interesting. Hello, Shane, how are you? It's so good to see you. Long time no see. Good to see you again for sure. I'm just chilling, trying to cover up my mistakes from yesterday. Now that I have a better idea of what's going on when it comes to working with icing, because icing is a very different medium from painting. So it's been a learning process. How are you? How has life been? I was so upset that we didn't get to see each other again at FanFest this year. That would have been a lot of fun and definitely a highlight to the year. But life has definitely been interesting. I feel like it's the year of seeing things and people and everything with like actual 2020 vision. The lawn people, it's loud music again. This is like very inconsistent, the volume. The lawn people, I think, have been working on construction, like the landscaping. They were cutting down trees this morning. Yesterday, I literally squeezed into the only 2 hours that they were not leaf blowing. As soon as I stopped, they started again. FanFest was such a fun time. It'll be really interesting to see what they're introducing now, if it has anything to do with like group play, which a lot of Pokemon Go players are theorizing. We shall see. It'd be an interesting time to introduce it, unless they also introduce the ability to like invite friends to play with you at the same time, like they have with Pokemon Go as well. Because not a lot of people can get out right now. Oh, maybe these will just look like windows that have stuff inside. We'll see. Won't know until it's finished, right, Bob Ross? Do you have any favorite things that you like to do at Christmas time, Shane? I love to hear people's Christmas traditions and things that make you just happy for the season. Those new notes are super interesting. Morse Mordre and like one of the game makers gave me the eyes when I was just like, oh, is it you know who? Are we dealing with you know who? It's possible. It's only possible because WB bought Cursed Child, and per Cursed Child canon, he is back. I'm curious to see how they're going to do it. I hope they do it really well. I hope it's the rest of this game has really met my expectations. Christmas. I hope that they still do lights. We used to do drive up lights growing up, and I really want to find some this year, because I feel like that's a good social distancing thing that can still help the economy and bring people joy and keep people safe. I know the Wizarding World at Universal has a lot more ornaments this year too. That's where I used to go after I lost my parents. I used to go to Universal Studios for Christmas so that I could feel like I was at home. It really is just like that comforting place. I know Chris was talking about how she did something similar last year. It's just so nice that it's such a welcoming universe. Hogwarts is your home for one and all. Lots of time around the fireplace. Ooh, yes. Fires are the best. High quality coffee. Ooh. Great time with the family. Read through some books. Binge watch old favorite TV shows. Oh, yes. Old favorites on TV. Okay. Yes. For sure. To all of that. We just discovered some amazing hot chocolate. I'm all about Target. If you were here yesterday. But Target has this new Good and Gather line, and their double chocolate hot chocolate. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. That is one thing that I'm like officially looking forward to all the time now. And they have got one that's salted caramel that's just as good. Gotta love those like hot beverages in the cold weather. My feet are freezing right now. It's like 20 degrees outside, and I, for some reason, cut the heater off in my office while I was getting ready for stuff. So, My little toesies are cold. But the heater's back on, so it should not be too long now. Is this in frame? It's not. Alright. So I noticed that the windows were all white and the door was black in the images for Grimmauld Place. So that's what I'm trying to do officially now. I'm really happy I have this icing that's saving the day. You gotta love some good hot chocolate. I used to, back when, I know you know, Shane, like, Black Friday has changed so much over the years. I remember my mom used to go out at like 4 in the morning and then 2 in the morning, and then my sister and I went out at like midnight and then 10, and then it went down to like 6 and 5. Well, back when it was like the 10 p.m. days and the midnight days, we would definitely stop and grab some hot chocolate so that we could drink that and stay warm while waiting in lines to get into places. That was totally the move. And then we always went and stopped because nobody made good at-home hot chocolate back then. Oop. So we would either go to McDonald's or Racetrack, which we don't have here in Colorado. I've only seen Racetrack in the southern states of the U.S. They make some good drinks. My daughter and I were recently bitten by the creative bug painting drawing. Oh, me too. It must have just like, must have been like an energy wave that just like pulsed out, and they were like, go, heal, create, release, enjoy, do something that brings joy to your heart. I just got hit with so many ideas. We're going to Hobby Lobby this weekend, and I'm definitely getting a few things to like paint and create and really add a lot of personalization to our Harry Potter Christmas decorations. What are you guys painting? I love that you guys both like got hit with that too. Like, that's so special. Father-daughter bonding time. Oh my god. I love that so much. That's like, those are some of the days that I really definitely look back upon now, are those one-on-one days that I had with my parents. So, or those special bonding moments. Like, I watched certain shows with my parents, and now I still will go back and watch those and feel close to them. I definitely had that with Harry Potter with my mom, but I have it with other things with her too. And now my partner enjoys them all with me, so that's like another level of feeling special. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Definitely you'll have to send me some of your creations in like a DM so I can see what you guys are up to. I mean, only if you want to, though. I know art can be personal too, and very, very different. It's different for everybody on how they feel about sharing art. So if you don't want to, that's totally fine too. This icing is almost like painting, but like with really, really old paint that is glooping together and doesn't quite want to do what you want it to do. But you can make it do what you want it to do because it's not actually sticking to anything. If you've ever worked with old paint before, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that actually makes my heart feel a lot better. I hated how that turned out yesterday. Hated it so much. All right, now for the door. All right. We'll see how this comes out. Should I just use that tool to be safe? Okay. I'm going to spread that out. But this actually came out much better, and I'm not surprised because it's Wilton name brand. So, you can never go wrong with Wilton when you're baking. Come on, stick, stick, stick. There's a loud motorcycle. Goodness gracious. Okay, and then the stairs should come like right up to it. So the bottom doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. That's kind of cute. I think it's a little bit lopsided. I'm doing this sideways so that you guys can see what's going on. But I'm going to turn it my way so I can see what's going on. There we go. Also, I definitely switched sides and I'm supposed to have it on the other side, but like, that's okay. That's the back door. It's not actually going to have stairs. So people are going to be falling into like nothing. It's one of those back doors where they forgot to add everything. Hello, Mama Weasley. She worked on acrylic, pen and pencil, Copic marker kind of guy. Nice. I love that though. Like, you guys can appreciate each other's art that way. Wouldn't mind sharing it all. Just don't really do all the social parts. Oh yeah, totally get that. No worries. That sounds amazing though. Like so sweet and bonding for you guys. I love that so much. Good afternoon, Mama Weasley. Welcome. Oh, no worries. No worries. Sorry about my bad timing with you needing to grab him from school. You've got to be a great mama, so like, of course, no blame. Never gonna be upset about that. But welcome, welcome. I hope he had a good day at school. I scraped off what I did yesterday and redid some white over it so it's more realistic to the actual Grimmauld place. All right. Let's call it... We're going to have two different backs, and I'm just going to do two windows so that I'm not messing that up again, because we don't want people falling. We got to make these like almost realistic, right? And I can't build a deck out of gingerbread. I could try, but I don't think I would actually do a good enough job baking for it to work. Oh, thank you. I'm definitely enjoying this. I'm gonna switch back to this other music so I don't keep having to change the volume. I I really want to play the Nutcracker, but all the copyrights on that are super weird because composer versus people recording it, and everybody's allowed to have their own claims on stuff, so it's all interesting. I did find some that were free, but also not all of them. Oh man. I brought extra things to wipe my tools on today because that towel got filled up very quickly due to my mess ups. He had a good day. He made reindeer, aww, and wrapped himself in a Christmas present. Oh, gotta love that. All those precious little, just like school creations that you get to keep forever. I remember making gingerbread houses out of milk cartons and like graham crackers. Good times, good times. All right, one window down. The rest should be easy from here. Don't know where that green came from. Oh, right here. Where did you come from? Where did you guys all come from? Ugh. Okay. This is why I grabbed extra stuff today. So, all right. And this is better for the environment, right? To use my cutting boards. Okay, dokie. I'm gonna set this over here so I'm not bumping it. Missed the conversation about the dark mark spell. We kind of talked about it. But yeah, I'm just like, I want to know what's going on. It's gotta be so you were saying that you think it's something to do like with raids, Mama Weasley? They have been teasing that, and like we've got all the adversaries still waiting at the back of the challenges registry, so that would make sense. I just hope that they go ahead and implement the social aspect that they have from Pokemon Go, so that we're not forced to socialize right now when the pandemic's at its worst. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like I've speculated before and they didn't do anything with what I was speculating, so now I'm hesitant. 'Cause I don't know if they even get mad at my speculations being wrong. Who knows? Who knows? I certainly don't want to disappoint people by giving ideas of something better than what's actually coming. Maybe wouldn't it look cool to see them on the map? It would look really cool. That would be fun. But also, what's the plot line behind it? Because, you know me, I'm like, well, how does it make sense for it to be there. And so I'm just like, oh, well, is the calamity killing people now? That's, yikes. Yikes. That's a big yikes. And can we do anything about it? Are the raids gonna, like, my biggest thing is I want there to be, like, you need to do this many raids worldwide in this amount of time, and then you actually do save this person. But if you don't, then something else happens. Right now, it doesn't feel like any of that matters. Starting them during shutdown, yeah. I mean, they did implement all of that in Pokemon, so we'll see. Didn't they just drop some new stuff in Pokemon too? I opened up the game yesterday, and it seemed like they added a lot of medals. Oh, I need to open it today and send a gift to Dan. Rita's husband. Trying to get best friends so he can get to level 38. I don't like how close these are together. I'm trying to widen the window. I don't think it's working. Is it? Not from what you guys can see. Level up to 50 now. Whoa, baby. People have been waiting on that for a long time, though. It's Pokemon Go released summer of 2016. So that's 4 years. And some people hit level 40 in like a month. That was wild to me. It took me I want to say 8 months, maybe a year. It's not all by XP points. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Because, like, we can't even see any kind of XP tracker in Wizards Unite after we hit level 60. I'm trying to use these tools I have. Let me just scrape out all of this on the inside. Sometimes I'm too much of a perfectionist, and sometimes it's not enough. And I cannot control when which one comes out. Okie dokie. What can I do from here? Oh, I don't think it's gonna get any better. Oh, that would be... I like how they added that, though. That's very interesting. It reminds me a little bit of our skill tree, how you had to like hit certain levels before you could do stuff. I saw a post that somebody sent a gold gift, and the person that opened it got 100 gold. 100 gold from a gift. That's amazing. Holy moly. I cannot wait to unlock gold gifts. I'm totally going to wait now. I didn't think they were going to be that good. That is totally worth saving up 100 restricted 100 defense against the dark arts books. Someone commented somewhere about new spells with the dark mark, but I don't see them having us. No, I think a lot of people don't know what Morse Mordre is. They just know that it's a spell. Because I've seen a lot of those comments too, and then other people will comment that it's the dark mark spell, and then they'll be like, oh. So a lot of XP points saving up for gold gifts, but I struggle to finish events sometimes, so I'm behind. I'm a little bit behind too. I'm in like the 50 range, so I'm like halfway there. But I know a lot of, like, there were some people that saved them and didn't spend them to unlock anything. Oh. I found my longer playlist, so the music should not be as repetitive as yesterday. If you guys can even hear it over the people still doing lawn outside. It's been 3 days now. All day, every day. They start at 8 a.m. on the dot, sometimes 7:59, and then they don't stop until like 4:30. So at least it's not all the time though. This is like twice a year that they come do this much landscaping. Like they're chopping down the tree limbs and stuff, so that should be helpful, even though I hate trees getting parts of them chopped off. I know it's necessary for like the laws and whatnot. For people to park underneath them, and so that they're not like hurting people's apartments. Important things. Not spent any yet. 77. Wow. Those events that were hard to finish were very frustrating. And then, but I am really happy that they like increased the amount, because originally the amount that we were getting, that was going to take us so long to do literally anything. So I'm at least happy that we're getting a reasonable amount every month from the different events that we have. All the tedious parts, huh? The really fun stream will be the last one, when I'm doing all the final decorations and it's already like pieced together. But I'm happy I didn't I almost recorded this, and this would have been really tough to edit, so I'm glad I chose the more fun route, hanging out with you guys while I do it. This is a lot more fun, and I very much appreciate you guys for that. Because I can't imagine how I would feel if I were doing this without chatting with anybody. That would not be fun. Just recently unlocked the potent stimulo duration. Ooh, I bet that took, that did take forever. I've been eyeballing a few of them, but I can definitely see why you chose that one. I'm working my way up. So like I started at the very bottom of the third one, and now I'm working backwards. so that I spend all the higher cost things first that I've at least got access to. Yeah, it's gonna take a long time to unlock everything on that third skill tree, because there's just so much that's blocked by like very large numbered defense against the dark arts. Book amounts 80. Wow. I've been like having a hard time not spending them on those spell book ones, but I'm like, I don't need spell books right now. Why am I going to do that? It's just the part of me that wants to spend them because I have them. It's not perfect, but it's not hideous. I can't wait until we can see people again. I've been missing getting to see people here in Denver. Like you, Mama Weasley. I know we would have seen each other by now, if not for everything. Now just kind of waiting, gated by Defense Against the Dark Arts and restricted section books. Not spending restricted section books on Calamity Essential Training trees. Interesting choice. Are you saving them for like the next skill trees that we get, Shane? I've not done most of what I can without touching my books, only using the manuals, but I'm not doing the departure ones and focusing on potions and spellcast. Interesting choice. I think I've not been working on departure just because those are not at the bottom where I've been working. But it's interesting to know how you guys are choosing to do things. It's so cool to see how, and I know that was part of why they even did this, was like, here, now you get to decide what you actually want to make easier on yourself based on your circumstances. And that's all we could ever ask for. Okie dokie. This one is the most recent one, so I'm going to give that more time to dry. My toes are still cold, but they're getting a little bit warmer. Saving up for more lessons coming soon. Nice. Thought was if I can do strong spell cast, then they can't depart. Ooh. Very smart thinking. Yeah, it's like either way with that one. It's like, alright, either they're gonna get departure denied, but the spell doesn't work, and therefore you're using more spell energy, or you have the stronger chance of it catching it the first time. Maxed Professor and R. Not touching Magazoo. What's wrong with Magazoo, Shane? Just kidding. I've thought about maxing out R just so that I could save the occasional spell energy like other people do. Maxed out Magizoologist and have not touched the others, just saving the books for things later. Wow. How many restricted section books do you guys have? Because I've definitely spent mine, so I'm in the 150 range. You finish opening up the game. Alright, so back, front, so don't do that door. Actually, go ahead and do that door. I'm at 158 restricted section books, 55 Defense Against the Dark Arts. and 667 spell books. Wow. Absolutely nothing. 378. Wow. These grooves are definitely helping. All right. Opening up the game now. Restricted section count is 208. 461 red books. You guys are killing it. My goodness. I don't mind spending my restricted section books, but I'm sure I will get to that point where I care again very soon. That was a little bit too intense for my mood at the moment. Alright. Why does it look like I went out of the line? Oh no. Okay, that's better. Oh, I like this song. Saving up so if they do more Magazoo, I can start at the bottom and work up fast. Nice. It's very, very nice. That's part of why I haven't invested in the second skill tree, so I guess I probably should save in the restricted section books. What's nice though is you can like look at you can go into the SOS training section, and when you switch over tabs you can see that the currencies change, so it's nice to know which ones are going to be in both kinds of skill trees, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's good to know now that we might want our restricted section books or our defense against the dark arts books for skill trees too. And that's probably a big way that they're going to hold us up from doing exactly that next time. So, if you are saving your books now to do that, I would save all of the ones that you can see when you switch over to your skill tree. This is one of those songs I've been waiting to do, like a really fun trip to edit this to. Because I can't picture any videos in my head to the music, which means I have not edited to it yet. I've got a very visual brain, so if I've edited to any music, I see whatever video in my head that goes along with that song. Do you guys do any Christmas themes? I asked that yesterday. I don't remember seeing any answers. But I love themed trees. If I get done with my training tree, might start spending them, but it just depends. I have enough things to work on outside of there, so I'm good for now. Right on. The red dot caused me anxiety, so I must clear sometimes. I feel you there. I wish they would fix a lot of the bugs that they have right now, because, like, I'm getting tired of the orange beams being red, because if I want to use my trace charm, I want to use it on an actual red beam, and so now I have to, like, click in and click out, and if it's one of those fast things, like, that's all the time that you had. There was one I just did it for during this last event, and I clicked in, saw it was Hagrid, clicked out, and I was literally dragging the trace charm to it, and I was getting ready, like, I was, like, lifting my finger, and he disappeared as I lifted my finger. I was like, ugh, the timing. The timing. And I know I could have just risked the trace charm in that instance, but, like, I don't even know to risk it in that instance. This icing is starting to smell so good. Worried about them adding so many things when there are so many bugs. Like, I think people that are playing on Android still have to open the app through the App Store. That's obnoxious. That is absolutely obnoxious. Like, if you want people to care about your game, or people to, like, tell other people to play your game, to get more people to play, make sure it works properly. I know that they fix bugs way faster in Pokemon Go. Not all of them, but, like, important ones like that where people can't even open up the game without having to go through, like, another app. That would drive me crazy and make me stop playing too. I know some people that have stopped playing because of that. This song, I do have a video coming out soon too, and I can't wait. It's been super fun to edit. I just have to do the finishing touches, which I'm probably going to record in the next couple days. I did not think that the notes would come out with all of that, so I'm going to prioritize a video covering all of those. Although I kind of also want to wait and see just what happens. And, like, has Harry gotten sleep yet? Has anybody put a sleeping spell on him yet? The boy needs some sleep. Alright, they're coming along, Oop, alright. That's where I'm messing up on this side, trying to follow lines, when I know very well the lines there are not what I want to follow. Oh dear. See, I did it. I did it. Gosh darn it. They have these like tiny windows on this side and big windows on the other side, and I want them all to be the same. Okay. Make it higher. I need to follow the lines on this other window. Oh, this is a very uppity song. Okay. There are some songs I save for like those fan fest videos. I had songs ready for that type of event for so long, and I was just waiting. Don't know if I told you, got a new job. Oh. Okay, well, I hope you have an amazing day at your job. Can't wait to catch up with you and chat and figure out what's going on in life. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Hello, Brendan. When am I streaming again? Sorry. I'm going to probably stream, today is Wednesday, I'm probably going to stream on Friday so that I can upload a video tomorrow about the notes. Thanks for hanging out, Shane. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by and chatting. It was really nice hanging out with the two of you for a bit. And welcome, Brendan. Thank you. The perfect timing coming on in. Busy out running my mom to doctor's appointments, etc. Oh man, what a great son you are. How amazing. I just did not choose a good time for streaming today for people, huh? It's a busy season. It's that time of year. I scratched what I did yesterday because I wanted it to look more realistic. So now I'm doing white for all of these windows and black on the doors, just like the real Grimmauld place looks. So I've just been drawing these in. What do you think those notes mean? What do you think we're gonna get? Do you play Pokemon Go, Brendan? I think you do, right? What do you think the notes mean? Yay! Yeah, I think Friday is when I'm going to piece these all together. And then probably next Monday is when I'll decorate everything. But we'll see how things work out. I need to finish recording that surprise video and get that up because I'm tired of teasing it. I did not want to tease it this long. Happy day. No Pokemon. Used to when it first started. I don't play it too much either anymore. I just got it so that I can play and get best friends with Britta's husband, Daniel. But other than that, I have not been keeping up with it since both games got like super busy with so much stuff to do. Any speculation though? I'm very interested about the Morse Mordray code. I'm just like, what's gonna happen? I hope they're not killing people. I really hope the calamity is not killing people. Okie dokie. So I'm doing, this is the back of the one from yesterday. It's got all the colors it's got a back door that's like dropping out into nowhere because I didn't think that through, which is why this other back has 4 windows. And now I'm doing the 2 other fronts for number 11 and number 13. Not really sure what to think about the notes. I just know I hope Harry has gotten some sleep. And I'm trying not to guess too much because I've been very wrong before and I don't want to get people's hopes up for what I think might be coming. So we'll see. I'm just excited and excited that they have something new coming. Like the progress on the gingerbread. Thank you. It's been a very relaxing day. I was in my head a lot earlier, and then we had like the people that were taking care of the lawn and landscaping have been here for like 3 days now. They were very loud this morning here, but I think they're finally done. They took the tree limbs down that needed to be taken down. I'm gonna be watching but lurking for a bit. Alright, no problem. I'm just gonna be here crafting and pondering what's gonna happen in the game. Pondering life. And trying to figure out what I want to do with this gingerbread house. Because I definitely want to add like pretty lights and make these other ones look like they're really into Christmas, and like this black family just had like the most intense neighbors next door, even though I'm pretty sure they don't celebrate Christmas the same way in the UK. It's okay. These are American neighbors. That probably made them even like more mad. And that's totally fine for the black family. Oh. So I think after this, I'm going to have to mix colors, and I'm going to have to break up the stairs and go ahead and color the stairs and the side walls. And I think my friend was right. I think the extra sidewall, I looked at the box. I cannot find anywhere that it's actually supposed to be. So I'm just going to put it in the very middle as like an extra structural point. Looks like I need more icing. I've got some, but like it's getting to that dry point. I'm so thankful for all these tools though. And I'm really excited for like the other craft streams coming up. I'm trying to do stuff that you guys can do at home too. Even if you don't have Hobby Lobby here, what I'm getting could probably, if you're very crafty, you could probably replicate what I'm buying with things you find in nature. Oh, this song, I edited my my last Universal trip to this song, and now I'm just back in Diagon Alley and London, talking to the night bus guy, tricking him, asking him Harry Potter questions that he doesn't actually know. That was really funny. I was like, so how much is it for a hot chocolate and no toothbrush? He did not know. I did that the very first, I think it was like the first month Diagon Alley was open. I made sure I was there, and I went with my friend, and it was raining, and Oh man, what a trip. Such long lines to get into the ride. I think we waited 5 hours to ride the Gringotts ride. Hooey. Good memories though. I love all of my trip memories with my friends over the years. I used to be very sporadic and spontaneous. And like, I'm not talking I would like get up and leave that minute and like go pack the second I decided, but I was known to plan a trip and leave the next morning. So lots and lots of fun trips with very fun friends. I did have some friends though that like, ooh, we were driving across the country from Oregon back to Georgia, and we'd actually stopped here in Colorado, but a bit south of where I am, and not such a great area, but of course we were not from here, so we didn't know. I've been in a lot of situations with friends where that happened, where it was just like we just spontaneously go somewhere and then end up in a place and we're like, oh my gosh, are we gonna get out of here alive? Fun stories, but very much stress-induced trips in the moment, and yeah. So these friends, this was different. They were like, oh, we want an adventure, and so they were like, let's go to the cheapest motel we can find, because we want to like come across like prostitutes and drug sellers and like anything we can for a story. And I was like, I want a clean bed. I want a clean bed. I want to feel safe. I want a good night's sleep. We've been traveling for 4 days. I have not had a good night's sleep. I don't have the energy for like that kind of trip. So I think I ended up paying fully for us to stay at like a nicer hotel, because they didn't want to pay more than like the $10 it would have cost to stay at a cheap motel. Good times. It really does make for a good story though. And then like when we were on our way out, okay, so I was silly and I was like, oh, we're trying to find a hot spring. Surely any of these town names that have springs in the name are going to have hot springs. Not the case. Well, we ended up going to Colorado Springs, so that's where we stayed that first night, and then we ended up backtracking back into Colorado, back west for 3 hours so that we could actually go to a hot spring. And then we ended up traveling even more south and going to an even more dangerous area of Colorado. And that time we actually did all pitch in for a nice hotel, and the hotel still had 2 queen beds with blood stains all over the mattresses. We pulled out the little, what's it called? The little bedside table in between the 2 beds so that we could use the plugs behind it, and there was blood splatters all over the walls. It was wild. I was too young to understand that I could have left and asked for my money back too, so we just kind of like put up with it and grabbed extra blankets from the car and slept on those. And oh, the things you do when you don't know better. Fun fact, I've also auditioned to be a Disney princess. Right after I lost my parents, I thought it would be fun, and I'm not technically short enough to be a Disney princess. Actually, I think I am, but I was always getting measured wrong, so I thought I was 5'9" or 5'10", But then my boyfriend measured me recently and was like, actually, no, you're 5'7". So I'm not sure, because of course I believe him and his measurements. I don't know how we got those wrong measurements before my whole life, but I thought I was too tall to be a Disney princess. And so then I had read that if you're a Disney princess overseas, then you don't have to fall into the specific height requirements. They're a little bit more lenient. And I auditioned, but I still did not have enough coordination or like ballet training. There were like a lot. Now that I think back on it, it's surprising because they were auditioning specifically for this overseas thing, and they had some Disney princesses there that like worked in the parks there in Orlando. So I wonder why those girls were auditioning to go overseas, but they definitely got the parts because they'd already been Disney princesses before. You know what I mean? Okay. We've got these done. Now I need to grab number 12. And first I'm going to go ahead and do the windows so that I don't mess up this back as well. We're trying to only have one screw-up house here. If we can help it, that's the goal. I really like how this darker color turned out though. Like, it's really, really pretty in person. That's kind of translating on the camera too, so that's good. It's a lot, it laid down a lot smoother. It's probably just how I did it though. Let's be real. And then the front of this, I'm going to have to be careful and just do the white outline, and then do Treacher, and then do the inside white crosses for the window frame. And I think what I'm going to do is paint. I'm going to lay down Treacher's little tea cozy first, and then build his body around that so that I'm not having to layer too much on top. Because at a certain point, it does not want to do it. I'm also really excited to piece these together and try this super strong icing, because I've always had trouble with houses actually staying together, and I know part of that was me rushing things and not giving proper dry time, but also I think this super strong icing will help. Also, doing this towards me is helping, so I'm going to keep doing this towards me. And I'll show you when I'm done. Not that you can't already see a lot. Last night I was very excited. One of my favorite movies. I've been trying to switch a lot of stuff to digital recently so that we can downsize on physical stuff that we keep, and whenever we travel, we already just have the digital copies that we can download onto the computer. Lots of different reasons. Anyways, one of my favorite movies was on sale, so excited. That movie is a little princess, just for the record. I love The Secret Garden and A Little Princess. Those stories are just very nostalgic. I watched them every year when I went up to my grandmother's house for Christmas. We didn't own them, so I just always looked forward to that part of my trip. I really appreciate you guys joining today. I'll try to make sure that Friday's stream is a little bit earlier, so, because that seems to be a better time. And I honestly have more energy earlier myself. I'm very much a morning person and very much an afternoon crasher. But I'm excited about those resistance bands. Start training up my shoulder muscles so I get better posture and so that my back doesn't hurt as much. Lots of good things that come with working out other than just losing weight. Alright, why is this laying down so weird now? Oh, I think it's drying weird. I'm trying to get this line more clean. I can't wait to see what happens in Windsor tonight. I've been waiting for this. I've literally been like, alright, we need the storyline to amp up, or like, this is like dead. We only have so long. Alright. Oh, I forgot my... I've been bad about hydrating and caffeinating. I should have already finished this one. I'm sensitive to caffeine migraines, because I'm surprised I don't have a really bad one. It's probably just because I'm streaming. I'm distracted. All right. I think once I finish up some of this, I might do some stuff off stream. We shall see. One of my favorite Christmas traditions that now I realize my mom only did because she wanted nice photos. But we would always get a new pair of pajamas on Christmas Eve. We would like open up presents from siblings and from each other, like from parents and aunts and uncles, whoever was there. And our presents from our parents would always be a new pair of pajamas, usually matching, because my mom would always record us coming downstairs and she'd want that shot, and I'm sure she just wanted to make sure that we didn't have any like rips or stains or anything like that. But it was always so nice to get a new pair of pajamas and then wake up and wear them for the morning. I always enjoyed that. Now, I don't do that quite so much. But hey, might do that again this year. It's always nice to get more pajamas, right? Got lots of stains on the towel. Where's the... Not nearly as many as yesterday, though. All right. I think... I am going to take a quick break, and I will be right back. If you're watching this on replay, you should just be able to see when I'm switched back, so you can fast forward. I am back. Hello. I'm sure you could hear. Okay, so my plan is to at least finish this piece, and then if I'm up for it, if I'm feeling up for it, then I'm going to go ahead and tackle the rest of these, since it's just going to be like that base color coat and chopping them up. And then I will probably call it quits until Friday so that everything has time to dry properly. And then Friday I'll start piecing things together. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do the roof pieces before or after. I think they'll be tricky either way. So I don't know if it's better to do it after and then like apply that pressure after it's all done, or because like then as I'm doing it I can add on all the decorations while it's drying. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait and then add the decorations with the snow on the last day. Alright, so this is going to be this. Friday is going to be me piecing everything together, trying to like set it so it's all holding itself together. And then Monday will be the final decorations. So, going to tackle these. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the door, then this window, then this window. I'm going to go ahead and do all the windows except the middle part of the one that Creature is going to be in. And then I'm going to start trying to color and find a matching color for Creature. So, this should be fun. And I think I have just enough black for this project. Like, I don't think I'm going to have any left over once all of this is done, but we shall see. I'm nervous as I'll get out to do Creature though, because like if he looks bad, that's just gonna make the whole thing look tacky. Oh man, if you are watching this on playback, I really hope you're having an amazing day today. I appreciate you literally so much. I know it's like I watch people back. I will watch old live streams afterwards because I'm not too much of a commenter anyways in live chats. If I'm just being honest, I enjoy it to an extent, but at the same time, I'm usually just watching for like background noise or for something to listen to while I'm doing other stuff, which I'm sure plenty of you watch videos for too. So, I know a lot of people like live streams for the chatting aspect. So I really appreciate those of you that are like me, where you're just up for rewatching it after the fact, and you just, I mean, it really shows how much you care for me, and like that, I'm holding back tears thinking about it because like that means honestly the world to me. You guys are some of the best people in the world. Like, you guys are goals as far as subscribers go, and I can tell that you're honestly just truly amazing humans that just are probably here for an escape, and I'm happy that I can be that for you. And yes, I just got a little bit of icing on my shirt. You can't even see it, though, can you? You can. Alright. So the door seems to be done. I'm just going to fix it a little bit of it. And I do want to try to put like the numbers on these at the very end. I just have not figured out how I'm going to do that. So that's going to be so tiny. Ugh. What's really cool though is these grooves that I did originally with this other tool. They make it really easy to lay down the icing when I'm going along the grooves. Not so much when I'm going against them, but it's better than, it's literally better than nothing, so I'll take what I can get. One thing that has really bothered me, the fact that they have named a person Leatherfold, because I'm pretty sure Leatherfold is also a creature. And I only know this because of Crimes of Grindelwald and Super Coen Brothers and their speculations on stuff. But whenever we had the Crimes of Grindelwald trailer, there was this floating, or even in the movies you see it, like the big drape, the big like blanket, this big black blanket that just lays over Paris or is flying over in the sky. Super Coen Brothers thought, and other people, other fans thought that that was going to be a Leatherfold, which is a fantastic beast that looks like a blanket like that. So I find it very interesting that they decided to make that a name in Wizards Unite. Personally, there's a lot of names that you can choose. There's so many names in the world. So why would you go with Leatherfold out of all of those? It makes me not feel like it's a person, just because I know that history. But maybe that's like not true. I need to look in my Fantastic Beasts book to confirm, because I know they got it from somewhere too, and they're big fact checkers. What a fun song. I feel like I'm in a Mario game. But yeah, why Leatherfold out of all the names? That's what I want to know. Does it have anything to do with the actual Fantastic Beast? Or does somebody actually have that name? And is it a common name in the world? Do you have the last name Leatherfold? Let me know. I want to know. And Barghest, was that the other name? I know there's supposed to be people that also controlled the Calamity, but... And, like, does that mean that they're potentially connected to Grindelwald? Is that a possibility? Is this going to be you-know-who and Grindelwald? Big questions. Getting close to the part I'm nervous about. Oh! I'm just like, how am I going to do this? So I've got to make his shirt, his rag shirt. And I've got to make his color. And then the rag shirt needs to be a different color than the house. coming together though, and it's looking very uniform, which is how Grimmauld Place should look. Yeah, it seems like actually most of England, now that I think about it, is pretty cookie cutter. Little houses on a hillside. Alrighty. Here we go. So first I'm just going to do a little bit of red and see how that works out. I'm mixing it with the white for the base tone. Got a little bit on my arm, tiniest bit. Alright, and then... Are you going to squirt out at all? There we go. I'm keeping these in a Ziploc bag so they don't dry out. Okay, that was way too much red. Alright, now a little bit of yellow. And that should lighten it up too. Oh, and I should probably put the white in here. Alright. Alright, that is not the color I thought that would make. I think a little bit more yellow. I keep dipping my arm in there. Ah! Alright. Actually, let's go a lot more yellow. We need more of a peach than a pink. Oh yes, that did it. Okay. That's definitely more the color I was looking for. You see how similar that is? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. So, we've got Creature's skin tone. Oh my gosh, that icing tastes so good. Look, I can get my own germs on this. I'm eating it. Alright, now we need the tiniest bit of white and black, so I think I'm mainly just gonna do black over this amount of white I have over here, and I don't need too much. Alright, now let's mix that together. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Alright, I think that is a good color too. It's going to be darker once it dries, so it will actually show up against the house color. Alright. Oh yeah. Let me... Is that pretty? Add a little bit of pink to this. All right. I'm gonna look at my other tools. Ooh. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, didn't do anything. Oh dang, this would have been perfect yesterday. Maybe. All right. Found ya. I found what I'm gonna use. And I'm gonna change this. All right. So first let me give myself my little outline. Oh, that dried too much. All right, maybe it's better that I just don't, because I can see the lines. And then I said I was going to do this first. So, oh man, come on. The nerves are real. Here we go. Honestly, I think that's all I need, because he's not supposed to be too big. All right. Now, gotta add his little body. If you don't know, Treacher is one of my favorite characters, because just like the storyline of Treacher's tale in the 7th book is just so heart-wrenching, and it really explains why he betrayed Sirius and why he did everything he did. So this is kind of like a tribute to Treacher, which I love that they have at the parks too, because he wasn't all evil. He was just a creature that wanted to be loved. Alright, so this is where it's going to be really hard that I didn't do a piping bag. I'm going to do a tiniest bit of black to hold the rag together. The more tattered this looks, the more realistic. So that's what I'm going with. Now, the big thing are his ears. And that's where I think it helps that this icing kind of pulls out the way that it does. Because I can kind of use the, like, the droops to my favor. Okay. That's what I'm working with so far. I think I'm gonna wait until he dries so that then I don't mess with anything when I try to do the eyes on him. Because he's actually supposed to have like really pretty blue eyes. I'm really trying. Okay, I actually think that turned out way better than I could have asked for. Obviously, it's still not perfect. Let me try to... I'm getting it really close to my face so I can really see what's going on. Okay. This is like so hard to work with, the icing. Wow, okay. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. Okay. Now, a little bit more white. Gotta outline the building around, or the window around him. I'm trying to get a good line from it so I can drape it across, but like the lines that just keep picking up are thick. Alright. Because I really don't want to mess up anything. I just want to lay this on top. Come on. The concentration is so real. Come on, give me a little glue. No. No. Dang it. I should have known that would happen. Alright. Come on. Creature looking out the window. Of course, it'll look better once he has eyes, but... Okay. My goodness. That took 2 hours just to do these 6. Wow. And to scrape off the first one. My goodness gracious. Alright, I am going to move some stuff around so that I can do this last bit and have everything dry for Friday. So... there we go. Ooh. All right. I did not wipe that off. All right. Oop, sorry. Now, so I'm coloring 2 of these, and I'm leaving one because I'm really sure it's not going to be anywhere outside. And then I need to break up these and color those, and I will be done for today. Now I need to figure out where I'm going to set these. Hello, Cindy. How are you? Thank you so much. It's good to see you. Yeah, I changed things up from yesterday's plan. I scratched what I did with the green windows, and everything is white now with black doors, so it looks a lot more like 12 Grimmauld Place. And then this is the start of Treacher. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to add eyes and then the rest of the window pieces. So I'm really happy with how he turned out. That was a real struggle. So now I'm just going to paint the rest of the pieces that I need painted for Friday, and then Friday I'm going to piece everything together, and Monday I'm going to do the final decorations. So I'm excited. Poor creature. I know it. He's one of my favorites, though. I love his story. I love it so much. Like one of the best redemption arcs, and not like really a redemption arc either. It was just like something we learned about him later. Okay, so this is what Sugan and Lala Lotus said to do in the last stream. Whew. Oh, that frightened me. I was like, whoo! Alright. Here we go. It works though. That worked like a charm. So these are going to be the stairs. That was so satisfying, but it's like so nerve-wracking. Alright, I want to make sure that these are separated, so I think I'm going to piece them together and then have these walls in between so that I know what is what when I'm putting it all together. I wonder if the stairs would be better to do after just like the rooftops. Well, the rooftops I'm just doing it for decorating reasons. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I'm more nervous the second time with cutting this. How are you doing today? Hello, Brita. How are you? Just stopping by to say hi. Hello, hello. Wonder if a bench knife would work. Ooh, maybe. I watched part of the replay of the first part earlier today. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh. This has been a lot of fun. A fun, creative challenge. No! It didn't. It broke off wrong. No! It's okay. I'll fix it with icing later. Grimmauld Place is supposed to be falling apart anyways, so if the stairs aren't perfect, that's probably for the best. I'm trying to be so delicate. Whew. Sometimes you just gotta like go for it though. My eyes pop every time. Okay. I got that. Looks like I'll have to clear off some crumbs. So ambitious and creative. Thank you. I feel like I have a lot of ideas like that, and this is the first one I'm trying on stream instead of like trying off stream and then being like, oop, I failed, never gonna upload. So, but it's a lot more fun too to do this and not have the daunting thought of I have to edit this, or just sitting here completely alone with only my thoughts and no one to chat with. You guys have helped a lot. Thank you, Brendan. Yeah, this is just like a butter knife, so it's slightly serrated. It's what my art friends told me to use so that I wouldn't crack this. And it's been working. I mean, I only had that one that was wrong, and that was probably user error. Whoop. That one just wanted to pop off. Almost done. And then I can get back to mixing the icing. All right. That worked really well, actually. Glad you're sharing. Oh, thank you. Me too. Live streams can be really chill since there's no expectation of perfection. That's one thing that I had to remind myself. I've started like writing quotes on pieces of paper on the wall so that I don't get in my head as much. And that's one thing. Perfection is unrelatable. Who's perfect? No one. So I need to stop trying to get in my head that I'm not. I'm not trying to get in my head. I need to stop getting in my head that I'm not. You know what I mean? Okay. I want to clear off these crummies. So I'm just going to stack stuff for a second. Thank you so much for sharing a creation. Oh, thank you guys for like hanging out. It literally has made things so much more fun doing this, and it's made me so excited to do more live stream crafts. I had a lot of fun doing that craft video that I did 2 years ago, making that wand, but it was weirder to edit, so like this is really nice. Okay. Okay. There we go. Really happy I have these extra like washable, reusable napkins. My sister got tons at her wedding and then gave all of us some, so like I've got tons of these. And they come in very handy. I'm going to mix in here again because that was really nice to keep it off the board, and I'm going to need to keep this board, the rest of it, clean to lay things out. So I'm just going to scoop some in, not quite as much as I did yesterday because I realized I did not need that much. Come on. There we go. 2 scoops, probably still too much, but better safe than sorry, especially when you have to mix colors and try to color match. That is already a challenge in itself a lot of the times. Lynette has been doing more streams than pre-recorded material because of the same thing, less overall time needed. It is a lot easier, for sure. I do really love pre-recorded and editing, and there's something special about all of that too, but I'm realizing that their live streams have their place within media creation, and yeah, once I get over the feeling of not needing to come across as perfect, That sounds like such a weird thing to say too. Like, why would I ever have had that in my head? But I think that's part of like females and how we were raised. And I know Brita and the other Wizzy Witches have really helped me realize how weird and wrong that is. They've really helped me realize how wrong a lot of expectations are that are put on a woman. So it's nice. And I'm so appreciative of that. It's a butter knife. Butter! Cindy, you do sound like a pro. Just the mom. Oh no, I hope the puppy's okay. Oh, puppy, send me a picture. Ooh, I love to see animal pictures. I would love to see all of your pets. If you're watching this now or on replay, send me pictures of your pets. I love to see pictures of pets. College roommate, and you have a joke between... You guys have a joke between the two of you about the importance of flaws, because if you're perfect, everyone will hate you. Hey, that is something. I'm gonna, like, that might be a quote from my wall, Brita. Everyone will hate you if you're perfect. What's the weather like in Colorado? Any snow yet? It snowed in Ohio after Dan and I left. Luckily, we didn't drive through it, but I was sad not to build a snowman. Oh, especially when you guys don't really get often. Yeah, that is such a bummer. Like, I hate when that timing happens like that. That happened a lot to me when I went to Connecticut for Christmases. We have the cold front. We were in the 30s yesterday, 20s today, 30s tomorrow, but we have still been just nothing but sunshine. So just cold weather and intensely cold winds, but no, I think yesterday we had some flurries, but nothing. I never saw a snowflake yesterday. The mountains stop a lot of stuff from hitting us, which I've been learning about since I moved here, how much the mountains affect weather, because I didn't realize how uncommon it is for a storm to start west of the Rockies and actually make it fully east and not get dispersed within the Rockies. I thought that was super interesting. So it's really, weather is wild. Weather is so wild to me. Also, I saw somebody tweet, they were just like, how is it colder in Florida right now than New York? I feel gypped, because they were in New York. And legit, it was like 50 degrees in New York, and it was like 30 or 40 degrees in Florida. That is... You can definitely tell things are changing in the world. We have had snow this season, though. We got snow... Our first snow was back in, like, the first week of August, I think it was, or maybe the last week of July, because I remember being like, oh, we have snow in July. But snow doesn't really stick around too long because of how sunny we are constantly. So it's only like when we get a cold front like this and the weather stays forcibly cold that the snow actually stays, and in that case the top layer gets melted by the sun because it's so intense, because we're like a mile high closer to it, and then it just turns into like a top layer of ice. So that's what we mainly have whenever we do have it stick around. Dusting of snow Monday, 34 yesterday, 43 today. So opposite of us. You're warmer today than yesterday, Brendan. Interesting. Imperfections are better, in my opinion. It makes you more real. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of that too. Oh. It's really hard to not turn every other video into a feminist rant, so luckily I have our group chats to express myself fully. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's very freeing to be able to just, like, get things off our chests about stuff, but also not feel like we're whining and complaining all the time. I didn't know any of that weather is wild for sure, right? Like, it's so crazy and it's so interesting to learn about. There was one guy that I loved vlogging. He doesn't vlog anymore, but I loved watching his vlogs, and he was the first person before Trainer Tips to let me realize that I love vlogs and I would love to do vlogs. And he would record cloud time lapses, and he's at sea level, so it was really, really cool. Some days he would just go straight up, and he would get like the different layers of the clouds, and so you'd see like 4 layers of clouds because the lowest ones weren't necessarily super thick, and so like the lowest ones would be going this way, and then the ones above that would be going this way, and the ones above that would be going like this way. It was just like cloud time lapses are way cooler than people give them credit for. Alright, so I'm doing the base coat for these. These are going to be the sides, so I'm hoping they're going to end up the same color as numbers 11 and 13. And 12, I guess I'm going to set aside some of the stairs, one set of stairs, and I'm going to darken the icing in between so that, where's the broken one? So that that color matches as well. Summer snow is actually pretty common here. Yeah, last year, 2019, our last snow was in June. So I was mind boggled the first time I was told that too, though. It's just, I think it's because of the elevation. It's really easy for a cold front to just make us frigid. And it's really cool to experience, but that definitely doesn't stay around. Like, I think the snow that we got this year at the end of July was only around for like 12 hours because it was like the same deal as everywhere else where the ground was just too warm. Can't wait to see the final project. It looks so good so far. Have to resume laundry. Totally understand that. I've got a pile myself. But wanted to pop in to say hi. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much, Brita. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day too. You're so, so sweet to pop in and to be so encouraging. I really appreciate all of you being so encouraging. Future streams should be named Making Magic with Gita. Oh! I can totally do that with one of the ones I've got planned next week. That one. It's got endless potential, and it's one that, like, once I start it, I know you guys are going to be like, you should do this, and you should do this, and you should do this. And it's got the potential of just, like, carrying out the rest of the season. So that's why this is first. Of course, also so I can appreciate it, because, like, gingerbread houses are not something that I can take over to next Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and make it first and enjoy it all of this season. And then the rest of the projects I'm doing are going to be more like permanent things that if you guys wanted to do them too, then it would be easy to do it and pull it out every season. Alright, and I don't think the edges have to be perfect because they're going to get the white icing to piece them together with the other walls. But I still don't want them to be barren to where I have to color this again, so I'm just going to make sure I get all the way to the edge, at least. that one is done. Especially craft ones, for sure. Craft projects are so fun. And, like, honestly, I've already been like, oh, I want to send Brita. Like, she's already left, so I don't know if she's going to rewatch this, but I've already got some plans. I've already got something that I want to send to Brita anyways. I just wanted to add to it. So she will potentially be getting some of these crafts in the mail along with some of the other Wizzy Witches. Because they've all given me so many gifts. And I'm just like, I need to give you guys something back. But, like, it needs to be so perfect. I don't want to just get them something to get them something. I want it to be meaningful, you know? Huh. I wonder. Since these have the cracks too, I don't think they meant for me to cut these in half. They did. That's why I only have 6. I don't know if I like that. But I have to double check because otherwise the structure won't even work out right. Oh no! Because this siding only has 1 set of windows. I think they meant for me to build 3 separate houses. Oh, okay. So I do need to do this one too. And I need to cut them all. Glad I looked at that. Whew! That could have been bad. I do not want to cut this after the icing is dry. Oh my gosh. Because I was just like, wait a second. These are really deep seams. Come on. Pop. Oh, I'm nervous for it, but I also want it to happen. Come on. It did it. Alright. One is safe. 2 more to go. Come on. This would have been disastrous. Because then the rooftop wouldn't look lined up. Ooh. Okay. Not perfect. But that'll do, pig. That'll do. Excuse me. Okay. I probably should lay off the sweets after this for a bit. Alright. Gotta cut this last one. And then I don't think I'll be set up for any mishaps. Oh no! Do you see this? You do. This one's like not flat. Uh-oh. That's gonna make this really hard to cut. This is like got a straight up like curve about it. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna cut it in the air so that it's not getting any pressure points on the board. Oh! Whew, that was nerve-wracking. We're done. Okay. Now I just need to make everything on this board gray. And I should do one set of stairs, dark gray, but if it doesn't happen, it won't be the end of the world, because the other ones are probably going to be decorated, and these stairs will probably match the bottom of Grimmauld Place anyways, since I made that a similar color to the tops of 11 and 13. This all takes more planning than I realized. I was sitting down last night after stream and I was like, wait a second. Why did I think that I could go into this without planning? I was like, I'm just gonna wing it. No, ma'am. Alright. This spoon is getting in the way. I'm just gonna scrape some off that. What's your favorite movie from Christmas time, Brendan? Yes, I did just eat a lot of icing. Favorite Christmas time movie, or one that you make sure you watch every year? I make sure I watch the Santa Claus trilogy. I love to watch Elf, Polar Express. I like Mary-Kate and Ashley movies, so they've got one, To Grandmother's House We Go, that I like to watch. It sounds like those lawn people are still here. I thought it was dark out already. Nope. We still have like an hour of light. Not sunshine, but light. Gotta fill in those cracks with icing. Ooh, ooh. Okay. It's coming around. It's coming around. I think I made a proper amount of icing this time. Time will tell. If it's not enough, because I didn't know about this extra square, then that is my fault, but like, I'm not gonna blame myself for it. I'll just be like, alright, that's part of how it goes. Remember, meaningful and perfect are different entirely. That is very true. That is a good point. That's why I think these crafts will be perfect gifts. And each of the girls will be able to like hang it on their tree. Brita got me a Christmas ornament last year too. Like, so pretty. I can't wait to record my tree. And like you said, it was just like so meaningful, and so like it was like the thought behind it that really, really meant the most to me. It's a wooden Hogwarts crest, and it's got the actual eagle on it for Ravenclaw. So of course me and Brita are obsessed with the real Ravenclaw logo. If we can find it anywhere, we try to get our hands on it. So the fact that she just thought of me with that and was like, yes, this is what I'm getting her. I was like, oh my god. And then Chris, she got me Christmas ornaments from Universal, and she went above and beyond and got me an extra like Yule Ball ornament. And then she also got me like a teeny Beanie Baby owl, like a keychain Beanie Baby owl, and it looks just like a little baby Hedwig on the tree. It's perfect. Okay. I've got those done. Hallelujah. Totally going to be awesome. Thank you. You're so encouraging, Brendan. I appreciate you so much. You have been such a delight in this Wizards Unite community, and I know all the WooTubers are just like, ah, Brendan! These tiny parts are going to go so much faster. Tactical Panda! Hello, how are you? Is Lee with you? Gingerbread! Yes, all the gingerbread. It's gonna be so cool at the end. I've got the beginnings of Treacher done. I just have to add his eyes and then add the extra parts of the window. So it's turning out so well. The Polar Express, oh, the Polar Express is a really, really great Christmas movie. I was always mystified by the Ghost Man too. But just all of it, and like the bell. They have one of those bells at Hallmark this year as an ornament. I could totally hear it ring. You know what that means? I'm still a believer. Good. Yelling at her to come in, hold on. Oh no, you don't have to do that. I'm sure she's doing some, like other important things, but you're so sweet to pop in here, Mario. So sweet. I wish you guys were closer so that I could share and like just give you guys one of these houses at the end of the season. Because this is a lot of gingerbread. Okay, one part of one set of the stairs done. So we got those. Wait a second. There we go. All right. And I'm not going to worry about the side of Grimmauld Place matching the rest, because it's the sides, which are going to be in between the other two buildings. That's really going to be like literally hidden up, like hidden. Hi, Lee! Thank you! I'm licking my hands just because it is so delicious. Like this icing. Once I'm finished with this, I'm wrapping things up so that everything can dry before I piece them all together. I'm really relying on that gingerbread show to have good facts and be like, yep, this is how to do it. God, I hope that is not too loud outside for you guys. They are still outside working. 3 full days now. We're probably going to go till 4:30 again today. Hello, Sugan! Welcome, welcome. I'm sure it's super late for you, so thank you for coming. Niffler and Panda! Chris is awesome. I thought that was so sweet, like, and thoughtful of her to give me those extra ornaments. And they literally are just, like, perfect. That is so loud outside. I'm so sorry. They're definitely, tearing something apart. I thought that they were already done chopping down the tree limbs today, though. Ooh, tiny little pieces are so hard to decorate. Alright, I've got to see what they're doing. You know, they're chopping down more trees. Say a little prayer for the trees. Their poor souls getting hurt. I'm sure they'll be okay. I'm sure they're not actually taking them down, but like, oh. It still hurts my heart. Alright, just a little bit more black for the Grimmauld Place stairs. It's 1 a.m. I'm not up at 1 a.m. these days. I'm usually crashing by like 9 p.m. But I'm also getting up at like 5 a.m. Going to bed soon. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. You guys are all so sweet and so supportive, and it really means the world to me. Okay, darkened it up a little bit. I think I've got just enough to finish off. And I bet the front is like, it's probably gonna still look weird. I'm probably not considering parts that I need to cover up that if I'd done this before I'd probably know, but it's gonna be unique and beautiful regardless. Oh my gosh. This is a sticky mess. I will let you guys know that. It is by no means a clean project that you can keep clean in any amount. I'm glad they took until now to do this noise though. They could have started it way sooner. So like, thank you for waiting until I'm almost done. That was not sarcastic either. I'm like genuinely just like, thank you. Last piece, last piece, last piece. Last piece. Come on. A little bit of icing. Whew. Goodness gracious. Something silly. I get sick when trees and branches get chopped down. You feel their pain. You're such an empath, though. Like, such an empath. So strong with the earth. Thanks for the love, Gita and Brendan. Of course. So much love for you. I was so behind, closed, and reloaded the stream way closer to real time. It's all good. That happens to me a lot, too. Ooh. I did not finish this one. I know you guys would have let me know. It's okay. Or you would have been very kind souls and just let me go on thinking that I'd done a perfect job. Oh my gosh. Tiny little piece. Okay. That feels good. Alright, so got all of those painted. We've got, oop, I'm so sorry. Alright, we've got those painted. We've got, let me unwrap you for a second. Sorry, you guys. Okay, we've got those back there, and then just the rooftop pieces left. So it should be a fun stream, this next stream, piecing things together. Okay. I am ready to get my hands a little bit more clean, and really excited to see how this all pieces together on Friday. Again, I'm sorry for the loud noise outside. I'm sorry if this is making you feel sick, Sugun. I am going to try to record a video and get it up tomorrow talking about the note pieces. If we happen to get more news, then I'm of course going to try to add that in before I get it uploaded. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out today. This was so wonderful, and you guys made this a wonderful stream again, and I literally cannot thank you enough for being so encouraging and just hanging out with me and being my friend. Thank you. Alright, until next time, you guys know what to do. Whoop. Make sure to use your magic wisely and keep an eye out for Dementors. Protego Totalem.